Oh, hi guys, I'm doing an overnighter in the 9x9. It's set up at the back of our property. So I'm on the homestead tonight. That's the trolley I made, bits I found at work. And I'm just setting up because I was storing all loads of gear in here, so I've had to move some stuff around. Got the hammock and the ammunition stove there. Got the hammock stand in here. And the 446 PMR radio for later. You can have a listen to the chaps, so the aerial runs up there. And we've got a kitchen area, table I found at work. Do lots of that stuff. That saucepan, found that at work. That bowl, found that at work. Yeah, if I can make it for free, I'll make it for free. Cooker, I'll stick that on its own table there, it just keeps it away from everything else. It gives me a bit of preparation space. Storage box, and that's the box that goes in, storage bag for kitchen stuff, and that's the box that the tent lives in. So I'm just setting it up for tonight. The solar charger light that Stan donated, it's charging itself up. We'll give that a go tonight. And I've got the red light coming in here later, just to give a bit of ambience. And so just putting it together. I'll get back to you when it's a bit more complete. And welcome back, and by the power of technology, there we go, put everything in together. So I've got my hammock in there now. The other week I put the air mattress, here it is, outdoors air mattress, in the sleeping bag and slept on that, and to use it as a kind of what do they call it, an outer blanket. And it worked alright. So tonight I'm going to experiment by putting it outside the sleeping bag in the hammock and see how that works. It's just about keeping that heat inside from the underside. That's the problem with the hammocks, you get a bit cold, don't you? Got the other radio in there, that will be for FM radio, and I'll be able to chat to the guys on PMR tonight as well. I've got my extra cooker down there. I'm going to use that as a heater. I'm not going to have a fire. The stove box is going to stay quiet tonight. And I will be living out of a 24-hour ration pack as always. I make these myself, and yeah, they suit me. I'll probably throw some, I've got some extra bits to throw in as well, so a bit of dinner later. Otherwise we are ready to go. So I'm just going to get all the food sorted out now, and last few bits and pieces in here, and I'll catch up with you again shortly. Oh, hi all. I'm in my hammock now. I'm had to sleep the wrong way round this time. There's a slight hill. I've never had this set up in here. The tent's been set up now for a couple of months. Sitting here, as you can see, no problem. I am right underneath a tree as well. What do they call it? Cherry tree. So it's been dropping its blossom and its leaves and everything. Tent's held up really well. I'll have some dinner shortly. I'm not really hungry at the moment. I've just had tea and biscuits, and so I'm not really in a rush to get dinner on the go. So I'm just chilling back. I've got the radio on. I've got the little one on up here, and I've got the 446 here, so I can chat to the chaps later with the mic there, so I can just leave the radio stuck on the side. The trouble is, when you transmit from that one gets it as well. And then you give it a second. That's why I like these little UV5Rs. And the radio comes back on again. They're really cool. For 25 quid or whatever they are, I mean, you cannot go wrong with these little things. And I swear by them. They're everything you need. A lot of people say, oh, don't buy the cheap rubbish. But that, what was it? I think it was that one. I lost it for a year. It was in the mud, in the garden, down the back of some logs. I had to dry it out for a week when I found it. And it works fine. No problem at all. It lived outside in the rain and the mud and that. I couldn't believe it. I left it to dry out, and it's all working fine. So they're as much hardier than you think. Them little, I mean, they're about 25 quid now, aren't they? I think these UV5Rs. Anyway, I swear by them. One for radio, and that one monitors the 446. The hot stove tonight, that's going to stay off. I'm just going to use another one of those to put a bit of heat in here if I have to. So I'll leave that one on the floor and use that one for cooking. So like I say, I'm not really ready for you can see there's a bit of steam there. It's Yeah, it's cooling down, but it's still not, you know, cold. So we're all gassed up, ready to go. I had one of the hounds in here a minute ago, but they're in and out. I reckon they'll be in and out all night as well. So next time you see me, I'll be putting some food on. So I'll catch you then. Right, finally time to get some food on. I'm going to do a pasta and meatballs by the Wayfarer because I absolutely love them. And stick it in a saucepan this time rather than waiting for all the water to boil, because that can half use some gas. On saying that though, I'm using this gas cooker as my heater, and I've got to admit it warms up a lot quicker than I realised in here, because it's a thick canvas. It just holds the heat in. It's lovely. It's got a little vent down the back there, so I've got cool air coming in that way as well, so it keeps the ventilation going. But otherwise, bit of dinner. Love the Wayfarers. I know they're pricey, but wow. I always add a little drop of water when you do them in the saucepan like this. Little drop of water in first, because they're a bit thick on the sauce and the bottom tends to burn. So apart from that, then I've got snacks and biscuits and bits and pieces, a couple of slices of bread to dip in it, cup of tea to go down nicely. I'll have a bit of dinner, and oh wow, it's really warm. I'm actually going to turn that off now because it's getting a little bit too warm in here. There you go. That's really handy to have. Got it over this side, it's away from everything. Look, you can't set fire to nothing. Pretty cool. So I'll give that a go tonight. I'll put it on before I go to sleep, get in, get all comfy, da-di-da-di-da, and I'll take it from there. But the wind's getting up now. It's proper blowing. We are getting some wind now, but the temperature is okay. So alright. I'll get some food down me, and then I'll probably turn in, because it feels later than it is. I don't know if you noticed that, but it feels a lot later than it is during the winter, doesn't it? Right, get back to you once I've eaten. Well, I'm going to bid you all a good night. I am tucked in. Got my radios here, my light up there. Got your candle in my thingy there. I'll just leave that to burn out. Kind of night light there. Boot sale that was, found. It's getting quite windy now, and I'm getting lots of movement and creakiness from the trees. But otherwise, I'm fed and watered and off to bed. So I will catch you all in the morning. Well, it is pouring down with rain, as you can hear. It seems to have been raining all night. Nice and cosy in here. About 3 o'clock in the morning. Ugh. The rain just woke me, so now we know it's all quite rainy and nice and cosy. We can get back to sleep. Well, it's about 9 o'clock now, and it's still raining. It's been raining all night. It's been keeping me awake. It's such a big area, such a big surface area. You get a lot of noise. But otherwise, not a problem at all. But yeah, just a lot of rain last night. It's been raining for hours. Let's get some breakfast on the go. Well, I'm up and about now, and it is actually, because it rained all night last night, it's it's not cold at all. It's not all freezing like I thought it would be. The hounds stayed in last night, so I got about a 70% sleep. Used that for a while. I employed the wee bottle because I didn't want to go back to the house, so, and yeah, I thought I'll just do what I need to do in here. But it was great. The under mattress thing, the blow up thing underneath, worked just as well as having it inside, so that's a lot less stuff to carry than an under blanket. That was the word I was looking for yesterday. But otherwise, absolutely lovely. Like I say, about 70% sleep due to the rain. But another night in the old see all the debris. I cleaned all this out before I set it up yesterday, so you get an idea of the wind and the blowing that was happening. So, but otherwise, the tent itself is absolutely fine. I put that little top layer on. That top layer is primarily for bird shit, to stop bird shit ruining the canvas. So, I'll leave it a little bit loose so when the wind blows it can flap up and it gets ventilation as well. But there you go, another night in the 9x9 with no pooch popping in and checking on me every 5 minutes. So another good night out. So I will leave it there and I'll catch you all on the next one. Stay safe, have fun, stay prepped.